Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the AM3 Championship here at Contest of Speed. We are back from our week break after the 6 races. I am your host, Deathstorm. Alongside here, E. Warren. As always. Yeah, we had a little bit of a week break. And we are here at Le Castellet for the French Grand Prix. Let me see where my track notes at. This track is 15 turns with a length of 5.842 kilometers or 3.63 miles. The lap record in the F1 cars is a 132.74 by Sebastian Vettel in the Ferrari in 2019. I really don't have anything else for the track notes personally, but I don't know if you have anything to add off the top of your head there, E. Warren, before I go into action from 2 weeks ago and something else going on.
Looking good.
Alright, well, before we go too in-depth into everything else, I have a little bit of personal news that I may need to share. Over the week break, and this is the first time anybody is hearing of this other than my family, over the week break, I've been having some issues breathing and whatnot at work, so I had to get that checked out, and turns out that I may need to be on the shelf for a little bit. They're looking at possible open heart surgery for my rear end, so a little bit of a grave announcement from my end, but I'll push through it. I'm not gonna slave away from my duties here as admin, as announcer, or anything with the penalties, so I'll still be around regardless of whatever happens, but I'll keep you guys updated on my status throughout. But yeah, with that being said, a little bit from 2 weeks ago when we were at Mexico City, there were no incident reports filed in AM3, so the results from the podium still stand, with BK finally getting his first win as Karsten spins out at Sector 3. BK got his first win. D11 Marsh on debut also got a podium in second, and the returning Tin Man in AM3 was able to round out the podium. With that, standings are as follows. BK is top of the table, 103. Sean Boy is 65. Red Mask, 63. Whitjay, 55 rather. That drops off a little bit. We have Gru, 36. Jay Walker, 30. Severe Scott, 24. Arkaka, 23. Captain America, 21. D11 Marsh, 18. Tin Man, 15 rather, sorry. Black Hammer, 12. Lightning McFrown, 10. Ike Gaming Jr., 10. Raptors, 3, rounding out the point scorers with Racer Guy, Karsten Chong. Snitsky, Kiss My LZ, having 0 points currently. Constructors, Haas is on top with 168, Red Bull 118. So a pretty healthy lead there, 50 points through the first six rounds. Another 50 points separates Red Bull from Merck with 66, Ferrari with 60, Alfa Romeo 48, McLaren 36. Actually, before that, AlphaTauri 45, McLaren 36. My apologies. Williams 34, Alpine and Aston Martin rounding out the table with 23 apiece. As BK sets the fastest time, 1:43.78. EU3 pole time. I have that somewhere in my track notes. Give me 2 seconds to pull that up. Where the heck was it? Oh, that was Sneaky Tom in the McLaren with a 1:31.4 or 1:31.147. I don't recall if it's supposed to clear up before the end of qualifying, so they may not be challenging for pole if it stays wet throughout qualifying and it dries up in the race, because the start of the race is basically the same as you see here. Did you catch that by chance, Warren, or no?
Catch what?
The weather report. I know it's supposed to be. I know it's supposed to be wet quality throughout, but I think it's supposed to dry up at some point during the race. But I'm not 100% sure.
I was looking at it a second ago. So it's supposed to be wet for quali and wet sunny for the race. So I wouldn't be surprised if we have a little bit slower quali lap setting up for that warm, warm clear weather.
Okay. Maybe that's why the reason for the low turnout. We did have 14 people scheduled for tonight. Unfortunately, we only have 11, so a little bit of a lower turnout than I expected. We have a 19-car field, which I'm kind of upset about, but we'll figure it out. I know there were some technical issues with some of the drivers, but unfortunately, we just couldn't wait for them any longer. So my apologies to those guys. They know who they are. As Red Mask goes, pole by 0.2 on BK with a 43.5. Let's see who we got here. We got a nice little line of cars, it looks like. Captain America, what? Whoa! 42.4. Where did that lap come from? Raptors goes P2 with a 42.9, so the track's starting to ramp up a little bit. Either that or these guys are just getting comfortable with the conditions.
Could be a little bit different strategy, setup strategy as well. Some people trying to get better jumps off the start, sacrificing at the end. Some people set up for
Kiss my LZ. He's actually did he debut last week or 2 weeks ago?
I do not believe so.
I think he might have, but he's now sitting P3, 42.9, literally 0.02 of a second off Raptors. So right now the Aston Martin's showing some pace with the 1.3. BK, the points championship leader, has an invalidated lap. He's sitting P5 right now. Anybody else on a lap that I'm aware of? I don't know. Whoa, the Ferrari racer guy. That was a little sketch on there with Chamboy. Carson spun out there in sector. Where is he? Sector 1 or sector 2? Going down the heading down the Mistral straight here. So we got that. Sean Boy, BK invalidated. So there's that. Sean Boy is going to be the next person to potentially cross the line. 39. Let's see what he's got coming up to the line here. Sean Boy is going to go 43.0, which puts him 4th at the moment. Half second clear of Arcaka there, sitting in P5. Arcaka's found a lot decent form as of late. The last 2 races, he did finally get into the points. So maybe he could have a second, third stretch, and then maybe carry that momentum the rest of the season. The last 12 races, we'll see. Not a lot going on track right now. It looks like. Who is that in the back? That's Arcaka. Okay, so he's definitely on a cooldown. Sean Boy's probably on a cooldown right now himself. As I just caught BK going through the second sector, I saw purple on the mini map there vaguely, but I don't know if that's his personal or if that's the fastest overall. So I'll stay on board with BK here as he heads through sector 3. See if he keeps it neat and tidy. Have you ran any laps since the preseason race here last season, or no?
Minus like joke around laps with Cam, I have not.
Well, I think you and I need to have a nice little discussion, because as BK goes 41.5, holy crap. I thought the 42.4 was going to be fast, but BK just absolutely smashed it. But no, you and I need to have a little talk because I think I have a little something something for tomorrow night in AM2. Let's just say it's kind of like Mexico, and it's not a typical Deathstorm setup. Code word, you already know. Let's see here. Captain America's on an outlap, so we'll follow him very shortly. Ike's going to be the next person across the line. He has yet to set a valid lap time. He's going through the final corner, turn 15 now. See what he sets. He's just setting a banker at this point. There's no, yeah, he's not going to have a competitive of 145. It's good enough for 9th out of the 11 so far. So, I mean, name of the game, just get a lap on the board. 7 minutes left. There's enough time to go back into the pits. Make a fine tune to the wing if you need to. Get a new set of boots on, and away you go for the final lap. Brew, red mask. And we're gonna stay on board here with red mask right now. The red mask. Oh, as he cuts the complete part of that off. Oh my God, he completely cut off basically the end of sector 1. He's trying to get back. I think he's trying to bolt back into the pits. Personally, however, I don't think that's legal to do what he did. I'd have to consult the rule book on that one. Yeah, he is. Yeah, okay, so he takes the Mistral chicane there. Anybody out on the flyer that you know of? Maybe Guru? No, Guru's not. He's not going to be.
America's on his lap. Red Mask is on the lap. Captain America just finishes. Captain America's on a lap, but he's got no ERS, so I think he's on a one lap.
Mm-hmm.
Arcaka just started an out lap. Sean Boy's on an out lap.
At least he didn't take the GT3 line. A couple weeks ago, in ACC competition, there we had that. So Captain America goes purple. Captain America had a purple first sector, so I'm actually going to stay on board with the Aston Martin here.
Yeah, Carson's on the flying lap. He's coming around the last corner, but it looks like he's on a non-competitive lap. He's in the 40s coming through his last corner.
Okay. Yeah, some of the favorites aren't here tonight. You have D11 Marsh, who showed pace 2 weeks ago. He's not here. You have Tin Man, who's not here. Whit J, fourth in the standings, who's not here. You have a couple of guys, but still, Captain America, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is the top rookie going into tonight. No, actually, it would be Severe Scott, but Severe Scott's not here. So as long as he finishes 8th or better, he becomes the top rookie, which is always a positive. As Captain America goes through the final corner, he's looking decent for a lap here. We're going to see what he's got. 39, 40, 41, 40, 41, 9. He's 4/10 clear of BK. He improved by over a half a second there. That's a very solid lap from the Aston Martin. Maybe wet weather is Captain America's strong suit, because I don't remember him having this much pace toward the front with the rest of the favorites on the grid like a BK or a Red Mask.
It'll be very interesting when we get to the actual race in that crossover period, and we'll really be able to see who strapped on a wet setup and who actually just struggled through quali and then threw on a dry setup.
Yeah, that's always a to-do.
Which time we got with quali? 3:49.
Karsten's coming in. He's 8/10 clear, so let's see what Karsten Chong has going into the final corner. He was at 8/10 faster, so that puts him provisionally around a 45.8, 45.9. 44.8 puts him actually P9. So right now, the bottom of the grid is that Ferrari of Racer guy. If you remember, 2 weeks ago, he was having connectivity issues and couldn't get in because he was in spectator mode. So glad he's here making his debut tonight. Again, not exactly the best conditions to do it in a wet Le Castellet, but we'll see what he has for the race. If he has a more of a dry setup or whatever have you. Where are we going here? Raptors 42-2. Okay, so just under 3 minutes to go now. Everybody should be either coming out or about ready to go on their final laps. Like Red Mask, Arcaka's pretty much Arcaka's going to be done for the session. I just saw him go into the pits. Red Mask is just coming out. So other than Arcaka, whose qualifying pretty much is going to be over at this point, everybody is out on track, whether it be on an out lap or a hot lap. As we go sector 3 hunting here. Who is that? Is that Karsten? Yeah, it was Karsten. Okay.
Remember, some of the Alpines had a nice little weekend last time we were out. Maybe we'll see that again.
Yeah, we will. Hopefully, especially for Arcaka, and I'd like to see Karsten Chong get back on form. We all know he's got pace. I mean, he did win debut season AM3. That would be, what, season 9? As Sean Boyd goes third fastest with a 42.1. It's a pretty far out field spread. I mean, granted, it is the wet. BK's 4/10 clear of Captain America. Captain America is 2/10 clear of Sean Boy. And then you have 4/10, and then the field kind of packs up behind there a little bit. That midfield. 4th through 9th is a half a second apart. Or 4th through 7th, rather. Sorry. Not 4th through 9th. What am I thinking? BK is now setting up for his final lap as BK has left the session. What?
That's not a good sign.
That's a very terrible sign. Sean Boy, somebody's gonna have to get him in. I don't think I can. Yeah, he DC'd, and that's not good. I can't get him in here because I have the stupid glitch of absolute crap where I can't invite anybody. So Sean Boy, if you can, or Warren or somebody.
Sent him an invite. Hopefully it was just backed out of the server, but it says he's online or offline, so I don't know.
You said you got him covered?
Yeah.
Alright, I just told BK in our private DM Discord that you sent him one. So we're good there. As qualifying has ended, this is very unfortunate for BK. So we got a couple guys on track. BK was definitely setting up to go on his final flying lap for sure. Let's see what Captain America has, if he has anything. I did not catch the first 2 sectors of him.
Fuck yeah! Let's go.
That's Snitsky. And by the way, swear jar, you sir owe me $5.
Sorry. It's just a little happiness. My bad.
Alright, so if Nick can get into that Ferrari, that'd be great. That'll make 12. But again, BK having issues, which is not fun. As Red Mask,
right?
BK's in. Thank you. Oh, that scared me. Red Mask goes P3, 42.1. So now the top. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. 2, 3, and 4 are separated by 0.2 of a second now. Let's see what Karsten Chong has, because everybody... Karsten Chong invalidated. So there's your qualifying over here at Le Castellet. BK is on pole. Captain America, P2 in that Aston Martin. He's pulling his rendition of Fernando Alonso. Red Mask, P3. Sean Boy, P4. Gru, P5. Raptors, P6. Kiss My LZ, P7. Arcaka, P8. Karsten Chong, P9. Ike Jr., P10. Racer Guy, P11. And... if Snitsky is in here, he'll be rounding out the field in P12 as long as he get in the car. I don't know if he can. He may or may not have jumped in at the wrong time. I guess we will find out soon enough.
I mean, as long as was able to take control of his car in time, we should be good.
That's what I'm thinking. With that being said,
30 seconds.
Predictions always welcome in the chat. And as usual, I start with you, Warren. Where are you going with this tonight?
To be totally honest, I am not quite sure this is going to be an interesting one. But, I'm thinking BK, because he's just fast all around. I'm assuming he keeps it fast through the dry section. And then it's really an open book for the rest of it with how the strategy's going to play into. Kind of thinking Red Mask in P2 and then Sean Boy in P3. I'm sorry to Captain America, but I think he may have just done a little bit too much with the setup, painting it towards the wet side.
I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I agree with you with BK, no question. I think he's just too quick. And if he has his setup geared for the dry and he's throwing that down on the wet, forget it. But yeah, I'm gonna go BK winning. I'm gonna stay. You know what? I'm gonna go Red Mask P2 myself, and then I'm gonna go Captain America. Actually, I'm gonna take Captain America P3 to see if he can get his maiden podium here tonight.
Sent you a ping on Discord. I don't know. He said he wasn't able to get into his car, so I don't know if he's able to.
Yeah. If he didn't get to his car before qualifying ended, I don't think he's gonna be able to get in.
Somebody pushed ready.
Somebody definitely pressed X. I don't know who. Not cool. Not cool at all. I don't think Snitsky can get into that car. But yeah, just a little like 30 seconds too late there. So to reiterate,
he's in the.
Oh, he's in the
Ferrari, isn't he?
No, he's supposed to be in a Ferrari, but they gave him Merc. So don't let that mislead you. Don't let that mislead you. Yes, he is. He is in a car.
He's in a car because there's no other Mercedes on track. We do not care. It's close enough to the same pit box. We are just gonna go with it.
Right. But no.
He's in the car.
So Nick the Drum is Snitsky. If he does get points tonight, they will count toward Ferrari. Don't let that Mercedes mislead you. He is technically Ferrari because of him joining late. I'm just glad he got into the lobby. So, all right. To reiterate here, we both favor BK and Red Mask 1 and 2. Our difference is Captain America for me, Sean Boy for you.
Sean Boy for me, expecting a double Haas podium, as those two have kind of been tearing it up.
Yeah, they have been.
It's really going to be, especially for the start. It's going to be, if you can keep it clean, you'll score points. Because this is going to be this. If you can stay it through the wet, you'll be fine in the dry.
Absolutely. Tonight, 90% of 27. You're looking at 24.
23, 24. I think.
Somewhere around there. Tonight.
Is it 90%?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 23, I think. 0.9 of 27. 24. 24.3. So get through 24 laps and you're getting points if you're in the top 10.
There you go. There's your number tonight. Everybody's obviously
interesting. Just all the way through. I do not see that happening. I wish I could get an onboard from somebody's engineer Mark. Let's see what we can get from that. But
all right, so we got this. Okay. Gonna get rid of that. We're gonna stay here. I'll stay with BK. If you want to go with somebody down the field a little bit.
Ooh, Red Mask has a good camera.
Red Mask has a good camera. Yeah, I got BK, same camera. Alright. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, possible glitch, and away we go here at Le Castellet. BK gets off the grid very well. Captain America bogs down going into turn 1. Looks like Red Mask is going to flip him. Exactly what we thought was going to happen right there. 1-2, BK Red Mask. Captain America does hold it in P3, but Gru's right there. Kiss My LZ over Sean Boy. Both Aston Martins into the top 5 now with that move. Going down the field, let's see what goes on. We got Ike Gavin Jr. going into the back of the pack. I think that might have been by design because he is... There's nothing really wrong. I don't think he spun or anything. With that being said, he just makes the pass over on Nick there, so he's up to P11 already. Next will be Arkaka. Racer guy so far, he went from P11, he gained 2 spots up to P9, so a decent start from the first Ferrari there. As everything's going to settle out now. We got a big little conglomerate here in the midfield between 5, 6, and 7. The front fanned out kind of like I expected there. BK is already a second clear of Red Mask. Captain America is sitting P3. Just a little under a second behind there.
Close together, it's going to hurt the ones that are close when that transition, whenever it comes. But it looks like BK and Seanbo are going to be ones that have both drivers that are going to be able to get away with it. Right, the Aston Martins and the Alpines are kind of be stuck with a very awkward double stack.
Yeah, I mean, if it spreads out, they're not going to have to worry about it too much. But if there's a safety car in the middle part of the race, closer to the transitional period, then yeah, that's going to be something they're going to have to deal with for sure. But BK in that Haas, a second lead over Red Mask, who's also separating himself from Captain America. Top 4 is pretty much separated. Top 5 from 5th, 6th, and 7th. This is going to be the battle on track right now. 5th, 6th, and 7th between Kiss My LZ, Sean Boy, and Raptors. Wow, we got the tire projection on the screen now. That's a little too late, but whatever, Codemasters. Whatever, Codemasters. Raptors is hanging around there. Going into tonight, Raptors, we started a little later than we would have liked. We had a great streak going. 6 races. We started on time or even earlier. Mr. Raptors was like, we're waiting, hopefully not the case tonight, but waiting more time than it actually is on track. And why am I getting the projected tire strat again? Like,
man,
no.
It just likes you. It's like, you never want me in the other races.
Go away. Go away. I don't need a Jeff here. I have a Warren.
Oh, there it is again.
Or in your case, you have a Death Storm because that was more apropos for you.
Oh my God! It was one time.
Hey, one time is one time. One time is one time.
Equals one podium.
What the? Oh my gosh! Why? Just why?
Maybe it's because the weather keeps changing, so maybe that's why it's...
Maybe it's some sort of glitch. I don't know. It is what it is, but we'll figure that out soon enough. Hopefully it stops now. That'd be great. As BK sets the fastest lap, 1:44.7. Going down the list.
It does look like Sean Boy could be saving a whole lot of ERS because he's hasn't been using it as much down the straight as I've seen other cars use it, even though you can gain quite a lot around the track in the wet.
Okay. See what Sean Boy does here. I'm actually writing TV pod with Sean Boy. Speaking of which, this seems to be the prominent battle on track right now.
Oh, his racer guy just skips the entire show.
And he gets a 3-second time penalty. He's the first one tonight. Le Castellet is, because of this being tarmac heaven, I have a feeling AM3 tonight's going to boast a lot of penalties. Yeah. I'm saying maybe about half the grid is going to be having time penalties tonight.
Over that curve again. Because him is our major loser on the penalty side.
Right, as Sean Boy just goes through the the turn of Deathstorm's death in season 9. I didn't even make lap 1. I wrecked out in that right-hander past the Mistral Straight.
I was not there for that race. I can't remember. It wasn't baseball. I just can't remember what it was. This Ike's gonna pick up the 3 seconds.
Yeah, I found my legs as a commentator that night because I was in the booth after that I was in the booth with 2 aforementioned gentlemen. Going through the rest of the grid here, our Kaka racer guy runs wide and takes a lot of that curb as Red Mask gets a penalty. Here we go.
Things are heating up, boys, and we're not even out of the rain yet. It's literally, like I said, survive the rain, survive penalties, you'll be fine the rest of the race. And it's like nobody is heeding my warning.
Penalty bingo, anyone?
Oh, I don't know if this Red Mask gets a little bit loose on that corner, going around the. And he's gonna find himself off the track again. Maybe another warning. But it looks like those 3 kind of off to the races at this point.
Ooh, speaking of Red Mask, I didn't even catch this until right now. I was just cruising through the back to the front. Captain America, he's challenging now for that P2 spot over Red Mask. You said Red Mask made a mistake, right?
Yeah, just a little bit through that corner, just kind of mislined at his brake point, and then ran kind of a little bit off. His racer guy's going to pick up another 3-second time penalty.
Alright,
I
so
don't know,
he's
this is where I said it's going to be a really interesting race, because Captain America looks really fast, but I know there are times where he struggles in the dry, so he may be fielding a little bit more of a wet setup, even though this track is tuned to high wings.
Yeah, yeah, he might have taken a page out of good old Deathstorm's old playbook with the higher wings. Some of you know I've been trying to 2 down.
A little bit of a spin.
Ooh, Karsten, Arkakas, they're now getting promoted P8. Carson's he's still hanging around. He's still in the points in P9. Right now, Ike Jr. is the last point recipient currently, especially with racer guys 6 seconds and penalties behind him.
No, it does point to it, but I doubt it happened on purpose because of that start. But it is aligned Sean Boy and BK up for a nice little double stack when the time comes.
Yeah.
Captain America and Kiss My LZ are only about a 4-second gap compared to Sean Boy and BK's about 6-second gap. So.
Yeah. Honestly, that's actually a very good shout out. They seem like they're spread out evenly enough. I don't know about you, but I think the rain's starting to get a little bit lighter than what it was.
Maybe a little bit. I just want to see those clouds start to disperse, because when those clouds start to disperse, it's really easy to tell when the rain's going to slow down.
Right, right. I had a league race last night in another league, and we did the F2 car season finale, and that was in the wet, and I'm on board with Captain America currently, and I feel his pain because I was faster than the guy in front of me, and he knows who he is. He races an AM1, aka No Name. I was faster than him, and Red Mask is No Name, and I'm Captain America, and he was just holding me, and I just couldn't get by the man. It took me about 5 laps to finally do it.
A wet defensive masterclass. Where have I heard that before?
Yeah, I know.
Red Mask is going to put himself outside the track limits again, maybe picking up another warning.
That's got to be another warning for sure. BK is
sliding a little bit.
BK is kind of running away at the moment. Aston Martin's looking solid right now. They're 3-5, potential possibly of a 2-4. As Kiss My LZ is hanging around on the back of Gru, and then you have Captain America, of course.
Oh, it's Red Mask going off track again. He's got to be picking up warnings everywhere. He just seems to be running wide at every moment.
I will say this about what I'm looking at. Red Mask's ERS is at 80-90%, and Captain America is burning a lot more ERS to stay with them, so
Oh, the rain has stopped.
That's what I'm.
Oh,
That's what I'm
it just
saying.
came to a complete stop. So it'll be very interesting when we see cars start coming in, and when that DRS the DRS turns on. That'll be our moment of truth. It's Captain America's sliding a little bit, so we may see some cars dip in now. I don't know how dry the track is from a standpoint outside of here, but it's really easy to tell that some cars are struggling a bit.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's dry enough just yet. I mean, there is a dry line forming. As you can see, I'm on board with BK. Now there is a dry line forming as BK sets fastest time. So there we go. So we're now starting to
quick.
Yeah, now we're starting to see it.
Kaka, no. Carson, no. Ike Jr., no. We see Racer Guy.
Ike Jr., no. Yep, nope. Racer Guy, maybe.
Racer Guy, no. We see Nick the Drum trying to make
No, they're gonna stay here.
Stop this far back. He may have a spot. Oh, as he runs way wide off the track.
Alright, so right now the battle on track is gonna be, right now it's the battle for P4 between Gru and Kiss My LZ. As, oh my god, Red Mask DNFs!
Oh my god.
And that is a safety car. Holy moly, I did not expect that to happen. Red Mask retires from the race in P2. That's very unfortunate from the Red Bull.
Both of our lineups.
That's as Snitsky or Nick the Drum gets a drive-through penalty, which he's going to have to serve. He can't serve that under safety car conditions. He's going to have to serve that under green. That's a second drive-through. He's got there. It's yellow. He's got to yield to the delta there.
Yeah, I don't think he quite knows about it because he is still cruising through this first sector.
There you go. Yeah, I just saw him slow up completely at the end of sector 2 there, or sector 1 rather. As BK, oh my god, 5 second for track limits. There, Nick's he's gonna end up getting DQ'd. I have a bad feeling about that. As
yeah, because that's what 3.
That's 3:20. That's 3 drive-throughs.
Sean Boy picks up 5 seconds as well. Coming into the pits, that must still be really wet right at that line. Because our Kaka's gonna slow it way down before hitting that line.
So BK got his 5 seconds removed.
Karsten picks up 5 seconds as well.
Wow, what is going on? As BK did get his 5 seconds removed because that was on the track and not coming into the pits. So BK is now clear. As Captain America assumes the lead, I think that was the bad move on his part because everyone behind...
Everybody else on slicks?
Everyone else is on slicks right now other than Racer Guy and Snitsky, but now Racer Guy is in. He's got slick boots on. Nick doesn't because he hasn't gotten to the pit lane yet. Let's see what he does now. And he's diving it in now, so there you go. So that actually hurt Captain America. He's gonna lose P1. He's gonna lose P2. He's actually probably gonna funnel down all the way down to 5th or 6th after everything is said and done. Which, for him, that was just bad strategic. I don't know. I don't understand the thought process there. Everybody knows that even if it's a double stack, I'd rather take the lead car coming in and make the back end guy suffer. If he's in the back of the pack, so be it.
That'll be very interesting. Captain America is gonna have to pit sooner or later.
He's gonna have to pit now.
But in the Discord, Samir Scott did in fact get screwed over by the time change.
Oh, he's out west, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he is.
But then again, how did Racer Guy get in? Racer Guy's out west too. I know that. He's from Vegas. As there we go. Oh, I caught that on stream. That's an illegal pit entry.
Does Severe Scott happen to live in Arizona?
Maybe.
That might do it, because they don't have time change there.
And he's probably thinking it's
Because
Los Angeles, California. He's actually in the chat now.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know either. By the way, Captain America dropped all the way down to P9.
Ouch.
Oh my god.
So, currently, your boy's looking to take a 5-2 lead in the predictions.
Oh, hush it, you.
Sean Boy is technically, I would win it, because Sean Boy is in fact closer.
Yeah, but he's not in. Yeah, but he's not in the podium. So we'd probably consider this. We'd probably consider if Sean Boy gets into the podium, then you win. If either Captain America or Sean Boy don't make it, yeah, it'll go down to whatever it is. It's 4. You'd be 4-2-1, and I'd be 2-4-1. Okay. So everybody, other than the Aston Martins, decided to go onto the mediums. Now, honestly, I like Captain America's plan because he's on the hards. He might be able to get them to the end.
Thing is, he's gonna have so much traffic that I think those front guys might be able to just push fast enough out of the way so they can get away.
Yeah, but they're gonna have to.
It's gonna turn into a Spain or France 2020-2021 issue where the two stop the rest of the way is faster than the one stop. So we're starting to see that sun peek out of the clouds.
So I just found an interesting tidbit on the in the Discord channel. Matty Robo, he just pinged all the AM admins. The AM tiers I think are 1 AM UK time this week.
1 AM UK time?
Yes, because the EU3 race this afternoon went off at 5. For me, it would be 5. For you, it would be 4. So that's an interesting little tidbit for anybody that reserves. And by the way, look at the sun coming out as quickly as it did.
Oh, pointed out a second ago, and here it is as the clouds have quickly dispersed to lead to a very bright and sunny.
I feel like we just kind of went through a lap of Circuit de la Soft or took a stage in the Tour de France. Because it literally just went that quick.
Nice little sped up.
Speaking. Yeah, speaking of the Tour de France, actually, I was just watching. I know you're not a fan of professional cycling, but maybe some guys on the East Coast are. I was just watching the Paris-Nice event. That's an 8-stage race over a week. And the two favorites for the Tour de France, Tadej Pogacar and Jonas Vingegaard, they were going tooth and nail, and Tadej Pogacar just basically said, yeah, you know what? No, I'm just going to smack you upside the head, and I'm just going to leave you in the dust. A typical time gap for that race is about maybe 10-15 seconds between first and second. Tadej Pogacar won that thing by almost a minute.
Jeez. Oh, jeez, we got some contact from Racer Guy Nike Jr.
Oh, jeez. Safety car is going to be in this lap, so BK, in his normal position of leading the field...
Oh, boy. As we're going to take a quick look through this pack to see if we got any side-by-side runners.
Like we did in EU3 this afternoon. We had somebody do the Max Verstappen and actually overtook Red Mask. I believe it was before the line, so his win may be in question.
Oh, somebody's just dropped a wing panel.
Oh God, what's going on? All right, so I'm gonna go back up front. Get
Oh, an
go through the
exclusive
pack.
guy who's gonna come in, who's gonna get it.
Oh, there you go. There's that answer. Is it
BK's
BK
got a
just
great start
again?
shall I plug in the Whopper commercial again, BK?
Wappa wappa wappa. Oh my God. He just completely. Grew.
Six fastest 35-2. Drew's kind of old enough with him too. That's weird. Well, never mind. Drew's got a 3.7 better.
Okay. Okay, so we are good now. I put it as P2 as part 2.
Up again.
Yeah, we're up. We're up and running now. My apologies about that. I don't know. I know, unfortunately, here in Pennsylvania land, I'm supposed to be getting a snowstorm. I have not looked outside yet.
Middle of flip nowhere.
Yeah, in the middle of 60 freaking 8 acres of land. I don't want to hear it. For those
Castellet, France.
For those who just popped back in, welcome back. My apologies about that. I'm in the middle of absolute nowhere, and I'm supposed to be getting a snowstorm, so I'm wondering if weather interference is getting in the way. You didn't miss much. BK still up front. Gru's still in P2 as Kiss My LZ is less than a second behind, but those softs are going to fall off fairly quickly. Raptors sitting in P4, Seanboy P5, Ike Jr. P6, Karsten P7, Captain America P8, and he's all over the back of Karsten, so that might change momentarily. Arkaka P9, Racer Guy P10, and rounding out the field is Nick the Drum, aka Snitsky, in P11. So, as we turn our attention back up to the front battle here, front three are separated by what, almost 2.5 seconds now at this point?
Yep. With Raptors about 5 back from them.
Right. The battle on track, well, other than these three, the big battle on track right now is going to be for P7 as Captain America does make the overtake. I catch it just in time going into turn 1. Captain America going up in the P7. He's on those hards. He's definitely trying to bolt into the end. Because of that spin off the safety car restart, he's definitely looking for another safety car. Whoa, Karsten. Wow. But no, Captain America is definitely looking for another safety car to bring everybody back in. However, in that case, everybody's going to be on the medium compound tire for the rest of the race at that point.
This LZ's actually on soft, so he's really going to have to make that 2-stop. He's going to be right on the gearbox of groove coming through this last sector.
I mean, and Nick, speeding in the pit lane for Nick the Drum, 5 seconds there, so he's not going to be able to get rid of that.
Ooh, that is a corner cut and a half right there from Kiss My LZ, just in that corner.
Is that one of the drive-throughs? I think Snitsky, aka Nick the Drum, has 3 drive-throughs if I'm not mistaken.
So when he plus another 5 seconds, so we're looking at a Esteban Ocon type.
Let's see if his drive-through. Let's see if the drive-through clears. I have the penalty thing up and running.
It looks like he had dropped that first drive-through because it does not seem like he pit.
No, but he's got 3 in succession, so he's going to have to go through the pit lane 3 times in order to drop all of them. So it might DQ him at some point regardless, which is rather unfortunate, but that's unfortunately the nature of the beast when you're speeding through the Delta. Alright, so we're going to go here. Go back to the battle up front here. Revisiting this.
I wish I could see that tire where that Kismail's got.
I know.
DRS though. Yeah, fixed toss.
It's not Tebow's fault. There's coding in the EA software that basically renders his system useless, and it's not Tebow's fault. I wish I had tasks just as much as you do, because I would love to see all like this type of stuff, but I just can't see it. I needed a sip of my cherry Coke.
I got Diet Coke right now.
Diet Coke? I should probably start drinking Diet Coke on the on my little grave announcement that I started the stream with.
Yeah, I need open heart surgery. Just drinking my cherry Coke.
Yeah, exactly. Whoa! Okay, no, so he's off after 7 laps.
Nick the Drum taking his second drive through us. It's hilarious.
Right in front of him. Wow, yeah, that's crazy.
His pit crew was set up for a pit stop, and he's just
driving right through. Yep. But no,
Because Miles, he's onto a new set of mediums. He's gonna get.
So he's gonna go to the end now. He's gonna go to the end now, so for sure.
Karsten is also gonna pass him. So we might see Arkaka come up to him with his tires warm up, but he might just be off.
Right.
In P8.
Alright, let's keep an eye on our Kaka here. No, he's not going to get there.
In this unfortunate situation, not only with the time penalty, but also a minute, 1.6 back, and he's used about all his DRS when BK is holding strong at 92%.
Yeah.
BK's in a great situation as we switch over to that leader gap. The next guy down, which on a similar setup, even Captain America's only 17 seconds back. So it's in the play. You just have to see how much longer those mediums go. Unless you can do the Warren strat and just push those mediums to the end. This racer guy's going to pick up another 3 seconds in time penalties. Puts him at 9.
That's 9 minimum. I don't know. I don't remember anything after that, unfortunately for him. But yeah, BK's clean. Not only is he clean, he has an absolute full tank of ERS. Like, he is just cruising. Gru sitting there P2. I mean, that's still a decent day for the McLaren, honestly. Raptors, he's having his best outing, I think, in COS period, currently sitting in P3.
I think so, and he's been having so much unluckiness in the last 2 races. He's been on the brink of just dropping it all together, so it's great to see him up here.
So to quote Racer Guy with another 3 seconds, by the way. So basically, and I'm gonna say this like this: the AM3 Deathstorm Cuck of the Season award right now is going to Raptors.
Yeah,
no question, because he just finds himself in just situations he can't control. Case in point, Baku.
We'll see his comment after the race on taking longer to get set up for the race and actually race.
Yeah, well, he's definitely lasted a lot longer than that, so maybe in his case get rid of the numbers and actually be able to get some something clean going. But yeah, that's the battle on track currently. So we'll stay here between Raptors and Sean Boy, because this is for the last spot of the podium. And if these two keep fighting, this is going to bring Ike into play. It's going to bring Captain America into play, because Ike Jr. is literally right there. He's a second, almost a second there.
Raptors using all his ERS. Raptors is empty in the tank.
Oh, Sean Boy's going to look.
Not DRS, but he seems to be holding that ERS to the back straight.
Yeah, he's sitting at 50% right now. Well, 49, but for all intents and purposes, 50. But Raptors is definitely draining the tank. I think Raptors though has a straighter, like a lower wing setup, because there's no way that actually should have. No, I would have waited just a little bit longer, knowing I had no ERS.
Yeah, he just put on in that corner. Sean Boy had a rough few corners there.
Ike is actually going to be alongside.
Ike's going to be in there too.
So right now, this is going to be the big battle. The front two basically ran away. Raptors is sitting 10 seconds behind of Guru, so 12 seconds behind the leader. As we're approaching right now, it's almost 11 laps to go here at Le Castellet.
This Raptor's going to take an outside line. Sean Boy's going to pull it straight on the apex, and he's going to be right on his bumper.
Man, Raptors is draining ERS in places I just wouldn't.
Ike with a bad line, that's going to pull him out of DRS, and that's going to put Captain America right on him. 1.2, 1.1.
Oh, Raptors is in.
Raptors is in.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, I didn't see that coming yet. So he's going to go medium. He's definitely going medium. So if 10 laps is the magic number, how much longer is BK, Gru, and Seanblade going to go? And Ike going to go? Because Raptors goes on to another set of mediums.
I don't know, but I think Seanblade might have been saving purely for this, so I think he might. It's going to be a tough ask for him. Less than his teammate who's holding off the other driver and pushing his tires. But Sean Boy's going to have to hold off as Nick the Drum gets speeding in the pit lane again under trying to...
His drive-through. Oh my god.
Sean Boy's going to have to try to hold off Captain America, who's going to get a run and a half off of Ike Jr. going into this chicane.
Ooh, and speaking of which...
Ike Jr. is going to hold it off, but then... Oh
no! That just ruined Captain America's race. He's got wing damage now. I saw that. Everything was just going according to plan for Captain America. Not only for a podium, he actually might have had a shot for a win just now until that. Oh man, I'm gutted for him. I'm absolutely gutted. That was just unlucky. It looked like Ike Jr. literally just lost it under traction.
Yeah, I think those tires just dying. And he was on the curb, so it was...
Sean Boy, BK.
America's actually going to stay out, and Ike Jr. is going to come in a pit and get us speeding in the pit lane.
Oh man.
Called it.
So we got that going on. I mean,
either way, you got Kiss My LZ behind you with a time penalty. As long as he can hold off Karsten, who's actually in a really good spot right now.
Yeah, Karsten's in a really good spot. Ike is going on to the softs. Ike is going on to the softs. So this will be. LZ went 7 laps. So it's possible. They might die, but. Right now, let's see, Captain America, his gap to BK is what, 17 seconds or so? Yeah, 17 seconds and change.
I don't think he's got quite has the
downforce now.
Yeah. Yawn.
Oh wow.
See the time splits as BK comes across. Nick the Drum picks up another 3 seconds.
Speaking of which,
not having a good day for him.
Alright, so he did clear all his penalties.
He's just a minute back from the next driver. Minute and a half. As BK is going to set a 35-8, and it'll come down to Captain America, who's on the hards, as he's going to come across. 35-8 for BK. To the final corner for Captain America, looking for a 35-8 for BK.
33, 34, 35, 36 at
8, so it's almost a second slower, so as long as BK keeps it clean, which we know has been the issue for him, just finishing races,
Well, right now he's got no pressure.
Knock on wood for it, but yeah.
Yeah, right now.
Go
on, I'm sorry.
Just LZ picking up another time penalty. Jeez, it's all kicking off.
I'll be honest with you. I will be honest with you. Even with that wing damage for Captain America, with all the penalties going on around him, as long as he stays clean, he's still going to be on for P2. Minimum P2. Depending on when these front three pit, Captain America is definitely going to pass Sean Boy. He should definitely pass Gru. BK is going to be the question mark. I think he might be able to pass BK, but these three guys are either going to try it up as BK literally dives in as I say that. So let's see what BK does. I'm assuming the front three are going to go on to the soft compound tire, as we have we had a yellow in the minstrel chicane there. I believe that was the Williams of Ike Jr.
Captain America, see what Captain America is on.
Racer guy with another 3 seconds.
It's gonna be
BK is going right onto the softs. BK is going right onto the softs, which is kind of what I expected. Captain America is coming down the front straight now. He is going to pass BK, but he is going to be severely overpowered, undermanned here, rather. Sorry, on BK's fresh soft. Oh,
here goes BK on a.
The best scenario would have been if Kiss My LZ got in front of BK. Unfortunately for Captain America, that is not the case.
Let's see how fast BK can catch up. The quicker he can, the quicker he catches up, the better for him.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to fight those tires dying off real fast. But in other news around the world, in the sports world, Puerto Rico has just made history being the first team to throw a perfect game in World Baseball Classic history.
Ooh.
After enacting the mercy rule in the 8th inning against Cuba.
Who was pitching for Puerto Rico?
Let me check. I just saw it on ESPN a second ago.
Oh! You mean the notification that I just got?
You mean that you just got? Yes, it would be that one.
Interesting.
Oh, against Israel, sorry, not Cuba.
Israel. Oh,
AKA
man.
Americans with Jewish heritage. It would have been a combined no-hitter between 4 different pitchers who combined for 8 innings of hit-free baseball.
That is insane. That is absolutely insane. By the way, BK shut that gap down.
BK's already on him.
BK shut that gap down. Gru.
You know, Gru has put himself. The strategy here, I think Gru saw him come in. He said, "I'm staying out." With that 3 seconds, I don't think BK's not going to be able to catch up to him.
But
especially if he can't get past Captain America right here.
But here's one problem. He's on 15 lap old mediums. He's committed to this. And
Carson's fastest lap.
34.9.
Captain America's chewing all his ERS. BK's holding it. We'll see if he makes a move. Does not. Holds it off until the next straight. Through the chicane. It's a much better line. Pins it on the apex with the switchback. Oh, and he's going to have it right through as Captain America just doesn't have the downforce for that broken wing. And BK's on a run now.
That's a smart move, honestly, by Captain America. That is a very, very smart move. He knows he's going to have P3, P4 minimum in the bag at this point in time. Gru, however, I'm worried. 15 laps on those mediums. I'm worried for a puncture.
Gru just set a 137.1.
Let's see what BK is coming to the line with, because he's going to be next.
After overtaking a car on track on the new softs.
Oh, he's already gapped out.
37.1. He's going to set a 35.6.
Oh, that's
this
2 seconds a lap.
Be very close, depending on how quickly Gru's tires fall off. And this is going to help him tremendously, having Snitsky nick the drum right in front of him, because he's going to pick up DRS.
No, he's not. It's going to catch it. He's going to catch him and pass him right beforehand. Yeah, he just got him right beforehand.
8/10 faster though.
Sean
On the
boy.
first sector alone. BK's flying.
Oh, he is gonna try it, and Gru is now committed. It's all or nothing for Gru at this point. His tires have to be screaming bloody murder. BK does not necessarily have to pass Gru. What is the time penalties? Is it 3 only? It is only 3. Okay, so
He's got to find about 10 seconds.
we got penalty sum up. We got Gru, who's in the lead, but he's on 3 seconds of penalties. Kiss My LZ's on 6 seconds in penalties. So Captain America is still on for his podium. Ike Jr. with 11 seconds of penalties. Carson with 6.
BK has a moment there.
Oh wow! I was going through that. Karsten with 6, Racer Guy with 15, and Nick with 11.
Then Alpine spun in the second sector. Bruce at a 136.5. We'll see what BK has when it comes to the line. Almost a second faster than his lap. He's going to set up.
Second and a half faster. Second and a half faster. He's shutting that down.
Really close. Bruce tires. He just needs to hope.
They hold.
Bad happens these last few laps. Since he's gonna. It's at a 24-1 in the first sector. BK coming around. He's already faster. These first and third sector are gonna be the only way that BK finds it. 24-1 for Gru. It's gonna be a 23-4 for BK. So almost 7/10 in that first sector.
Oh my god, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. And he's got 2.5 laps to get there. I don't think he's going to be able, obviously, I don't think he's going to be able to get there without some help.
53.6 for Gru.
What's BK's time coming through? 53.6.
Only a
52.4.
second faster.
Jesus Christ, it is. He is.
He's gonna need some help. He's gonna need these tires for Gru to really fall off.
I mean, it's 2 laps around Le Castellet, and typically, if I'm not mistaken, tire wear is significantly high around here. So Gru is literally just... Oh, he's a passenger in the car. He's not even driving the car at this point. I just be holding and praying it doesn't give out on him. 36.5.
Second in that sector.
36.5 going through the line here. Let's see what BK's time is.
3 from Gru.
Or yeah, well, 34.2. Holy crap! 2 seconds.
Holding it.
That's 2 seconds faster. And unfortunately for him, 2 seconds faster, that puts him down to 8 and 6. That puts him down to 3 seconds. 3 seconds behind at race end.
Almost 2 seconds a lap faster. I just don't know if it's going to be quick enough. This racer guy picks up another 3 seconds.
Right.
We're on board with, so like he has to set quality laps if he wants it.
Well,
He's
he's
going to
been
set quality laps, and Gru needs to make mistakes.
I don't think Gru's going to be driving fast enough to make a mistake as he goes 54.1 through the second sector. Let's see what BK's got. So 54.1, 52.6.
And he hasn't even reached the third sector. Those mediums are falling quickly.
He's just got to survive 1 lap.
Got an 8.9.
Oh man, if those tires go, now, he's in trouble.
8.7, 8.6. Oh, that third sector is huge for him. 8.5, 8.4. Down to 8.3 is 8.2. It's going to be 8.1 through this final sector. He's going to gain a whole second. He's got 5 seconds to gain in 1 lap.
36.9. Let's see what BK's got coming to the line. 34.5. So essentially 36.9, 34.
Hold it. Any mistake from Gru and BK is going to be right within that gap. His racer guy picks up another 3 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
We're on the final lap of the race, and McLaren Gru is looking like he's going to hold this one off. BK shoots another half a second. BK is just trying to do everything he can racing on the line.
Oh, man.
Line of this car down to 7 seconds. He's going to set a personal best first sector.
I'm going to stay on board here with Gru because, I mean, barring anything right now, he's home free. he's a half a lap away from making this this stretch award him with an AM3 win here in France. This is one impressive tire stretch. 20 laps. He pitted on the safety car. He is one sector away. All he's got to do is just not make a mistake, and he's going to be able to hold BK off and put BK back in the P2 Jeeks. He's going to make it. He is going to make it. What a drive from Gru here in Le Castellet. He is going to win the French Grand Prix on a tire strat that is absolutely unheard of. 20 laps on the mediums to take the win here in France. BK is going to make it in the P2. Kiss My LZ is going to cross the line in P3, but on penalties. Captain America is going to go into the podium places. He's going to take P3. His teammate, Kiss My LZ, is going to finish P4. So great day from the Aston Martins. Raptors is going to come around. He's going to get a top 5. I believe that's his best race of his COS career. So great run from Raptors. Sean Boy P6. Arkaka is going to come around in P7. As it sits right now, yeah, there's no way. Arkaka's not going to lose P7 with the penalties behind him. Unless he literally DNFs in the last corner.
Captain America, BK.
Yeah, I was about ready to say start throwing invites out if you could. But Arkaka is going to come around P7. Ike Jr. is also going to be right behind him. He's going to finish P8 on track. I don't know what the time penalties are for Ike Jr., but I think he's clear of Karsten. Actually, I'm almost 100% sure he's cleared of Karsten now. So Karsten's coming down the line now. So double points for the Alpines. Karsten Chong with his first 2 points of the season.
What is Gru's numbers behind it?
101. But Racer Guy finishes out in 10th. I believe P11. I believe Snitsky ended up calling it quits, obviously, because he didn't cross the line. Unless he crossed it after Gru finished.
Get Gru in.
Oh, and by the way, P1 and P3. So now I am now 3 and 4. Woohoo! Captain America, awesome! Thank you. But yeah, Gru, BK, Captain America. You should be getting invites from E. Warren to come into the party chat. Looking forward to the interview.
Who's setting this one up?
Gru may not be able to do the interview. That is correct. I just thought of that. But the McLaren with the first win of season 11 here in AM3. A big 25 points from Gru. BK P2. Captain America P3. Kiss My LZ P4. Raptors P5. Sean Boy P6. Arkaka P7. Ike Jr. P8. Karsten Chong gets fastest lap at the end as well. So he's got 3 points in P9. Racer Guy rounding out the points paying positions. Nick the Drum, after all his kerfluffles and drive-throughs, he finishes 2 laps down, P11. And Red Mask was unfortunately the only retirement here this evening. But BK, Captain America, I don't know if he got invites or what is going on.
They should have invites.
Yeah, BK, Captain America, and invites there.
Okay, let's go. Let's see here. Come on. And BK. X Captain America. Did you put the X in front of Captain America?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I'm waiting for them. I mean, if they don't... Give it another minute or so and see if they pop in for interviews. Communicating with online services. I love this. BBR Garvey, his McLaren teammate, into the chat. 20 laps on mediums. Yeah, especially around France. That is one impressive run. I'll be honest with you. That's my driver of the day right there. No question in my mind. I don't care. BK's charged through the pack there to eat all that time up. I gotta go with the McLaren because 20 laps around France on those mediums is something I didn't even think of.
That's a meat strategy right there.
That leaves a soft medium strat open tomorrow in the dry, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna have interviews tonight here in AM3. But yeah, great job by Gru getting his first win here in season 11 in AM3. BK again, P2, not even breaking the jinx there, restarting it. I don't know. That might be something.
That is
BK's. Hey, and I'm going back into the chat. Garvey, it might be something like that gets me back up into the podium. Just saying.
Me back up into the podium. Yeah, not if I take it from you.
I'd rather if anybody take it from me, it'd be you. But yeah, the Haas in P2, BK, and then Captain America with his maiden podium in that Aston Martin, pulling his inner Fernando Alonso. It was a great run by both of them. Great run by all three of them, actually.
From Gru, that is actually his first maiden cross podium.
That's Gru's maiden podium too?
No, not maiden podium, maiden win.
Oh wow! Oh my gosh! Oh, that makes that impressive. Like all for nothing, completely worth it. But no, congratulations to the podium. I'll be honest with you. Even though it was a smaller grid, I thought it was a pretty decent race.
They always say that France has interesting or not so interesting races. You know, for the amount of drivers we had, that was a interesting race.
Definitely on my end for sure. Do you have any closing remarks for our podium or for the field in general?
Shocked me with an interesting race. The rain really played an interesting, not as much as an interesting part as I thought it would be. Congrats, Gru, on your maiden COS win. I'm still looking for that, so I feel your excitement when you pull that off. As BK is
oh, there he is. There's BK.
I have a phone call, so I'm gonna take that real quick.
Quick software update, my bad. Did I miss it?
No, you're good, my man. I was just going to end it. But now that we got you, a little bit about your back-end charge there. I knew you were going to go onto the softs to try to track Gru down. But quality lap after quality lap after quality lap, you were consistent, what, second and a half, 2 seconds faster?
Yeah, it was coming down each lap like 2 seconds, 1 second, and then as the laps went on, his tires kept getting worse, and it was looking better and better. But I just needed another 3-second penalty from him to really have a chance. So, you know, I'm actually really happy for Gru. He said his first win. You know, he hates this track, so how fitting for him.
He hates this track and he wins on it on a tire management play.
Yeah, good for him, man.
Yeah, no, definitely for him. But I'm going to turn the attention to the other maiden podium gentleman, Captain America. Congratulations on your P3. Unfortunately, I did see that damage that you got on the stream from Ike. I'm assuming Ike in front of you just lost it on traction and you just kind of got collected?
Yeah, I forgot what turn it actually happened on, but he lost it for a quick second. I was about to try to make a move out of that turn, and there's no time to react for it. Luckily, it didn't hinder me too much on pace.
But no, actually, you held it together pretty well. I knew once everybody else pitted, I honestly thought Gru's tires were gonna fall off a cliff and just puncture. So great call from him to make it stretch out, and great call from you to bolt onto the hards. I actually had you in my podium predictions, so thank you for making me win this week.
Oh, thank you for having me in your podium position. After the last couple races, was kind of down on myself, spinning, crashing, not finishing the last 2 out of the 3 races. So this is after the break. This was a good kicking off, especially for the team, the Austin Martin team, finishing P3, P4. It's a great result.
Yeah, you guys are definitely out of the basement now after that one. Warren, since we got the 2 guys on the podium, at least 2 of them in here, do you have any questions for these 2? If he just disappeared off the face of the planet, he might have.
I got a question for Captain America. Why didn't you pit under the safety car? Why were you on Inter still?
I got caught out, honestly. I was gonna pit right behind BK. That was the strategy.
That is BK.
Keep on pace with him, and the odd, pit entrance for me. I caught out, honestly, and that's why I had to, switch strategy rather than go on the medium for the second stint. Just try to stick it out on a one-stop pit stop with the hard tires. So that was a self-inflicted wound. I don't think I had the pace to get PK, even if I did stopped, but maybe a possible P2. But either way, I'm happy for Gru for his maiden win, and just for happy podium as well. First podium of the season.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah.
It was BK asking that question, by the way.
I was waiting for him to catch that, but no.
I haven't heard you guys' voices.
Yeah, it's all good. First time in the podium room,
It's all good. It's all good. Well, since my compadre went MIA, congratulations, you 2. Congratulations, Gru, on your maiden win. BK further solidifying his points lead, and Aston Martin getting a good launch into the midfield. Join us for XP2 tomorrow afternoon here in the States, and AM2 tomorrow night, same time, same place. For E1, for Gru, for Captain America, for BK, this is Deathstorm. Everybody, you guys have a great night, and we'll see you guys next week. I believe we are at Belgium, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, we'll see you guys next week in AM3 in Spa.
Cue the 0.